Alright, now so Benny Boom decided to expose Jay-Z and say that he was pressed by Big Meech. Check it out.
Like, there's people that tell stories about them being certain places with Meech, but when you go to the real story, it's almost more incredible than what the person actually says. The day was just crazy. We started early. We shot in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. Jay-Z was running the label at the time, and this was like priority, and he showed up to the set, and it was a big deal. Yeah, Jay was there for, man, he was there for most of the day. Jeezy had this magnetic feeling because everybody that was somebody in New York showed up to that shoot. Cam was in the video, so everybody from that camp showed up. Lil Wayne came. You know, they all had these red Ferraris riding around. It was just a crazy, it was a crazy day. Jay-Z had I want to say either sky blue or champagne Maybach, and this is when they first came out. Meech drove up in 2 Maybachs. He pulled the Maybachs up, and I don't know if he purposefully did it or whatever the case may be, but he pulled them in order to block in Jay's Maybach. You know, Meech was always friends with Diddy. Like, that was that's his boy. You know what I mean? That was always his boy. So I think for Meech, it was sort of trying to assert his presence, so that he wanted to make it so that Jay had to speak to him in order to get the cars moved or whatever. But it wasn't no beef at all. It was just sort of that I'm rich too, and I'm street rich for real. You know, there's a lot of folklore about Big Meech, like the mythology of Big Meech. Mostly all of it is true.
Well, right now, so there you have it. That was Benny Boom, and he was speaking about back in the day, Big Meech, he actually pressed Jay-Z, and I gotta say that was definitely a situation where Big Meech, he wanted Jay-Z to come up to him, and that is why Big Meech decided to block off Jay-Z's car. And at that time, Big Meech, he pulled out with a Maybach, and because he had a lot of money. He was a part of the infamous BMF crew, and they made hundreds of millions of dollars. And he wanted to show Jigga that, he got street money, and he got money too. So let me know what y'all think about this. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.